Welcome to the podcast that talks about the questions and only about the questions because
We're all about the questions.
now today is a little bit weird.
Yes, it is. It's well, is it weird? Is weird the right word for it?
I don't know if it's weird. It's just a little different, I guess.
Yeah, hell yeah.
We have no third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh person.
Nobody's here.
It's just us two again.
It's just us, man. Nobody's here.
It feels, I guess, yeah, weird is not the right word, but it just feels different.
It's different for sure. It's been a while since we just recorded you and I.
Yeah.
Like, solo, no one even like just sitting behind the cam or whatever.
Literally no other entity here.
Yeah.
Ood right now is busy designing his stuff.
Yep.
Shout out to him.
Yeah.
DeMarcus is at work.
Yeah.
The producer's at work.
Yeah.
And we're here.
We're here. That's life.
That's crazy.
That's how it hits you, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
It makes it's challenging sometimes. Person to my left, would you like to introduce yourself?
I would like to introduce myself. My name is Q to the BABY. That's Q, baby. How's it going?
We're good. We're good. How are you doing?
I'm actually doing all right. I started work today. If I don't look all right, it's because I just literally woke up from a nap.
Word.
Like 5 minutes ago.
Oh, okay.
Even. Yeah, just woke up.
Well, I apologize.
Sat in front of the cam. It's fine. I'm always ready to go.
Right.
But yeah, no, it's good. I started work today. I am. I don't even know if I want to close my place of work. So I probably won't. But like, I'm back.
Right.
And it feels good.
Making some money.
Making some money. I literally, you know what I do, but I killed my rings, like all 3 of my rings on my phone.
Like, on the
my
fitness app.
my fitness app
Right.
rings. Before 10 o'clock. Like,
wow.
They were all closed. I think it was before 10. Maybe it was like 11. But like before I was finished.
That's
I
awesome.
closed everything. So
congratulations.
Yeah,
with that.
yeah. That's gonna be all seasons. What it's gonna look like. So.
That's sick.
Yeah. And the person to my right.
You already know who it is. It's your boy Glue.
What up,
Glue?
Yep.
I'm doing all right too.
Word.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Had a good day. Very productive at school.
Nice.
Banged out a couple projects.
You step outside today? It was really nice out.
Yeah, I took Ginger for a walk.
Oh, nice.
But then you called me like halfway through that walk. So
Oh, word. When I was going through car troubles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was a good day.
That's sweet, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Trying to stay active consistently. I'm trying to get back into track.
Word. Okay. Nice.
But I'm seeing these people who I'm gonna have to run against or train with, and it's been probably maybe 2 years, 2.5 years.
She ran last.
If not longer,
I think
since I ran.
I think it's
last.
honestly long. Well, not like ran, but then like competed. It's been a minute, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a long time. So it's gonna be interesting to see myself like hop back into it with less training that they have, less physical capability at the moment.
Word.
But we're gonna try and get there.
Nice,
We're
bro.
gonna try and get there.
That's
so
exciting.
we'll see what happens. I'm excited.
Sick.
Other than that, could everybody please like, comment, and subscribe?
Thank you.
It doesn't hurt to tell a friend.
Never.
Give a little sharing, love to the podcast.
Listen to all about the questions.
And let's get into it.
Heck yeah.
Welcome back. And we have 2 topics on the docket today. The first topic, it sounds like I'm saying something out of charades, bro. You know? It's 2 words.
2 words.
First
This
word. Anyway, first topic on the docket is a fictional character that you would like to meet or be friends with in real life.
Yeah.
Who was that for you?
So I prepared 2 here.
You prepared 2 people.
I have 2 in my head right now.
All right, go ahead.
The first one I think would be, again, my favorite superhero, which is Mr. Manhattan from
Is that the Amazon?
No, it's from Watchmen. The blue guy, Watchmen.
What's he do? What's his superpower?
It's everything.
Oh,
He's just a god, low key.
that's sick.
I think he's created in a lab though. I should probably touch up on my knowledge with him if I'm going to talk about it. But yeah, him, because like he could just take me to Mars. If anything gets crazy, he'd just be like, let's go to Mars, dude. Peace out.
You just save your life.
Yeah, but then I think if I'd get to Mars, I would die because I don't think he'd like give me a space helmet.
Like oxygen to live.
I would die. Yeah, but it'd be cool to meet him. Be sick to maybe have a conversation. I don't know what I'd talk to him about. When they did the show, like rendition of the show, he was like kind of strange. Like his energy was a little bit weird.
Really? Like a wonky character?
Yeah, like it was almost like just he lacked any emotion. So
why do you want to meet him?
sick guy, probably. I would assume.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Who's your second person?
The other one I want to meet is this one, and this one is more like friend wise. Like
Okay.
I would want to meet like Timmy Turner.
Yo,
That'd be sick.
Fairly Odd Parents.
Yeah, Fairly Odd Parents, and like
That's sick.
because I would know. I would know. I'd be like, Timmy, man, you just got like a massive car or something like that. Like, or like, your house just magically came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I don't know if I'd want to meet Timmy because I wouldn't be his friends. I'd be friends with Mr. Crocker. Yeah, actually,
Really?
I'm switching it up to Mr. Crocker. Yeah, I'd love to meet Mr. Crocker because him and I could like really pull some schemes.
Is Mr. Crocker not a crackhead?
Yeah, but he wants to steal his fairies, dude. And I'm like, yeah, because like I think one like punch to the stomach and Mr. Crocker's down. So like I'll be like, okay, let's get I'll make him steal the fairies. You know what I mean? So if anything really happens, he gets in trouble, and then I will proceed to take the fairies from Mr. Crocker. Yeah.
Interesting plot twist.
Yeah. And that's what I'm thinking.
You know, my favorite part of that show was
kind of like sneak him.
when like they would do these weird like body movements. You know. Very upside down. On the head, you know what I mean?
That was sweet. Yeah, what a goated show.
That's a crazy show.
I might watch some tonight. Who knows?
Oh, weird.
We'll see how the night goes. How about you?
Since you said that, I have like a couple more that I want to add.
All right, go ahead. Let's talk about them.
All right, so the first one to rival Timmy Turner is Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory.
Dexter's Lab. Yo, that's sweet. So you're picking Dexter. You don't want to be friends with Dee Dee? Dee Dee seemed like
Dee Dee's just an asshole though, bro.
But she seemed fun. Like,
she did, but so did Dexter. Look,
Dexter was just in his books, dude.
Yeah,
like,
I have a laboratory.
That's sick.
Can you do a Dexter impersonation?
No, I can't.
I would love to try.
No, I can't. I'm not even
gonna go for it.
Dee Dee. No, I can't. Never mind. Don't. Yeah, no, I don't. I think, no, Dexter would be sick. Dexter obviously would be fucking awesome. I'd love to be friends with the parents as well.
Wait.
Mom and pops, just super unattached to their children though. So I'd probably be friends with them to be like, hey, you guys should maybe get involved in your kids' lives. It seems like Dexter spends a lot of time in the basement.
He's upstairs in his laboratory. He's upstairs.
Was it upstairs?
I think it was upstairs.
Either way, he's a lot of time in solitude. He's probably like 8. Like you might want to.
Yeah. I feel what's funny.
The realities of these shows.
Yo, the fact you just went down that road is that like all of these shows are just parents neglecting their kids.
They literally are. Yeah, that was like Showtime back in the day.
Timmy Turner is like hallucinating that he has Fairly Odd Parents.
Parents were just super unattached. Anything.
Phineas and Ferb, same thing.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yo,
what did they even do? Like, yeah, even you know what's crazy about that? Like, just kids shows. Like, I remember watching like Goosebumps back in the day, and like Goosebumps was maybe the only show that sometimes, like, I think there's like 3 or 4 episodes that they had like parents talk and like be involved with what was going on in the kids' lives.
Yeah,
and like also sometimes like the scary thing that was going on would happen to them too.
Yeah.
But that was the only show that the parents were like, "Hey, we're down for you. We
like you as our children.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep you."
I feel like was Phineas for Disney?
Maybe Nickelodeon or Family.
I feel like no, Family Channel.
The Family Channel was like real people, right?
Yeah, mostly.
Cartoon Network?
No.
I don't know.
Either or. There's definitely like no, I'm with you.
Yeah.
What was the other one?
So I have a Disney choice too.
Okay, go ahead.
Honestly, I would probably love to meet Littlefoot.
Littlefoot. Oh my gosh, man.
Yeah, I'm throwing these
I was a
things
child.
back,
I was a child.
Like Littlefoot was one of my favorite Disney cartoons other than Tarzan.
Word.
I think Tarzan was my other one, but like I used to watch Littlefoot all the time, and the adventures as a baby long neck dinosaur seemed like the coolest shit to me as a kid.
It was pretty sick.
And honestly, I'm still pretty intrigued.
It was pretty sick. If
I had a VHS player, which I think we do, and if I had Littlefoot, which I don't think we do, I would definitely probably run it back.
Yeah. Do you have another one?
I
have one that's
go ahead.
Like
go ahead.
if I was like this age, maybe not this age, when I was like 18 or something like that, or how old are these kids? When I was like maybe 15. The Weekenders though. The Weekenders. The Weekenders.
That's
those dudes had fun.
Show.
Those guys had fun, man. Like those guys had fun. It'd be sick to like chill with them. I think that would be a cool group.
Word.
Non-toxic.
I think I saw you watching that the other day.
The Weekenders? No, I was watching 16.
16.
Yeah, I throw it back, bro. I just I try to watch new shows, and I do sometimes, but like, you can't beat those cartoons, bro. They all had moral lessons involved in every single one of them that were sick, and I was like, I might need to retouch up on that.
Yeah, but it's when you look back at them now, you're like, oh, okay, I understand like what this show was about and what it was supposed to teach me.
Yeah, exactly.
But like as a kid, you're just subliminally getting taught.
It's just colors on a screen at that point, but yeah, it's just feeding you.
Just feeding you.
Feeding you. It's sick.
You know what's funny? I'm surprised you didn't say SpongeBob.
I thought about SpongeBob. I did. But then it was like the whole Mars thing. When I thought about it, I was like, I can't breathe underwater. So I can hang out with Sandy.
But Sandy, yeah.
Me and Sandy could become friends. Didn't want to say anything with innuendo there. Yeah. We could become friends. She's a squirrel, okay?
Yeah.
She's a squirrel, bro. Yeah, it would be sick.
That is so serious about her acorns, bro. She has OCD 110%.
Yeah, 100, bro. But she's super smart as well. She seems sick. She's from Texas.
That's
kind of like Alberta.
She'd be dope. You could like lasso. What did she ride? Those sea horses?
It was squirrels, wasn't it?
No, she lassoed seahorse.
That one.
Sorry, my bad. Why are we even deep diving into that like that?
This is an important conversation.
It really
what
is.
Did Sandy Cheeks ride? There's one she rode that sand bull, right? That like worm bull or whatever it was. Mm-hmm. There's that episode. I swear there is like episodes about her. Oh, she is a squirrel. She wouldn't wrestle up squirrels. Did she wrestle with squirrels?
Dude, honestly, Sandy. Okay, this is like a little bit like
off topic
way too far. But Sandy Cheeks is a crazy name for a kid's show.
Insane. They knew what they were doing. They knew exactly what they were doing.
All right, let's go to the next topic. All right, and so now the second topic on the docket is post-secondary.
Yes.
And is post-secondary worth it to you?
Coming from someone who's been in school for a really long time, is post-secondary worth it? I am one person that really likes. I mean, I'm a big supporter of learning. Like, I think learning is huge, and I think it's very important. Post-secondary is definitely runs just like a business though, and then is like the education we're getting really going to be valued because we have so many like stresses going into it where the way that they structure courses I think can be a little bit grimy sometimes. I don't think they support everyone. Everyone knows that like the first like 2 years of school is like wean out classes where it's just like pretty much not the government but institutions just take money and you just get debt. So it's like, it's pretty much my stance on it is like, is school really important? I think it is. I definitely think there's careers out there that require it. Like, it's not just and they require how hard it is to get into it and how hard it is to stay. But do I think that a lot of universities like run their school just like a business? Yes. I think that more care has to go into students. I find that like a lot of times, like even my experience was like sometimes with guidance counselors, like I've emailed my school, so many times for so many different things, and like I'll get like an answer back like 2-3 weeks later, on some email shit, like not even really helping with the question that I asked. So it's like for that side of things, I don't think that like school runs properly. And like there's certain little things where it's like, so last year, I'm not gonna out anything really going on, but last year there was like my class did really really well in a class. Like we all did really well in a specific class. And then the next year they made the class like 10 times harder. You know what I mean? Like changed the weightings, changed the way we can hand in homework, changed a whole bunch of things. And like it's like, yeah, okay, that's great. Like, why don't you want your students to do well though? Like, it's like they could go back instead of being like penalizing us the next year, making the course harder. And while we're also online now, like we weren't online for the first time we all took it. It was like we had so much support in person that even for someone like me who is literally, fuck, I just outed it. Just bleep that.
I'll bleep
that. Whatever the class was even, it's hard for me. But then because of all of the good things that we got, I was able to do very well. And I literally, when they gave us the new rules, I wanted to hand in my notebook from last year and be like, look at all the work that we did. Like, it's not that we just got this grade for free, but we stayed in certain like classes, and we stayed in certain tutorials for like 6 hours to understand concepts. And then the next year, you guys are gonna penalize us for. I don't have the effort to do that again. You know what I mean?
Word.
Like the effort for me to keep doing that for the same course times 2 is already like, bro, you're not my only class. So I think the way even teachers like structure their classes is important, but also I always feel like teachers lose a certain part of like understanding that this is not our only class. You know what I mean? Like you and again, it's university, it's rigorous, I get that, but it's like you expect us to put like 5 hours into your class, 5 hours into my other teacher expects me to put 5 hours into their class, and my other teacher expects 5 hours in their class. You know what I mean? And then like I have to come to school and go to be at the school for 6 hours at a time, and then I have to work. You know what I mean? Like it's like the life of a student is not easy at all.
It's like the university only or university or college only thinks that you should be doing school and you should be surviving. The money that you get from student loans, you should be able to survive off of.
You know what I mean? And that's just not it's just not feasible. So it's stuff like that I think could be a lot better. I don't know how they would make it better. I think that like the idea of free tuition is like obviously for me something that should just be a thing. Especially if it's like for the first 2 years or like everything but masters and like PhD programs, like those you could pay to be in and make as hard as you want. But I think that like it should be at a certain point like
for a bachelor's degree, it shouldn't be as hard.
The government should be wanting people in those things and like wanting to push people towards school, because education is what like strengthens your country, to say the least. So it's like, why would you not want your community to be just smart? You know what I'm saying? So I think that's like a big thing that's overlooked, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's one of my main topics on school, how I feel about it.
You actually gave me a lot of ideas.
Yeah,
I needed to write down.
Yeah,
like,
all good, man.
That was like is a really good perspective.
Hey, my stress is being recognized finally, so I'm happy for it.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
My answer to is post-secondary worth it. I think, and here I go again. Yes and no.
Yeah.
You know, I think that depending on the degree that you're going for, it is worth it. If you're going for a lawyer, if you're going to be a lawyer or a doctor or an accountant or things of that nature, where even outside of school you have to do a test in order to become said profession.
You got MCATs, you got law school,
you have
school,
exactly.
You got the bar, all.
You have a CPA, you have like all these things, right? A CFA.
Yeah. Those should stay.
Those I think you should go to school for, because you're gonna get the proper teachings in order to do that. Now, some people say that like they go to school for that and then still come out of school, and when you get tossed into the workplace, there's very little that you've learned in school that you can apply to the workplace.
Yeah.
Basic knowledge, yes, like basic practices, yes, but maybe the extensive learning that you've learned in school cannot be applied to said job.
Yeah,
right?
that's fair.
And I'm saying that loosely. For me, like I've gone to SAIT and now U of A, and SAIT was really, really cool because the way that they structure their program, where it's 50%, at least the programs that I took, 50% theoretical and then 50% practical, or even like less of that, like more practical work than theoretical work. I think that shows that school is paying attention to to the demand at need.
Yeah.
To the demand that's needed.
Yeah.
So like for me, I think that I always have learned how to do things, and if I came out of school, I'd always be on top of the people who just went through 4 years of school.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that is something that, maybe that is a way that they can be better in like post-secondary places.
Yeah.
Or universities. I think that like you're right. They definitely do like run it as a business, but I think that's becoming super aware to a lot of people.
Yeah.
So it's like deterring people from going to school.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is like the exact opposite, exactly what you said is of what you would want your country to be like.
Yeah.
Like you want people to go to university and leave university feeling like they actually profited from that.
Yeah.
Or they feel like they're not pulling their hair out, needing to like, I don't know, take Adderall and like do all these
exactly,
things
right, yeah.
like that are so unhealthy, have an unhealthy like start to their life, in order to just be accepted into society, right? Or be like, or feel like they are at a certain point in society. What am I saying? Why can't I speak English?
No, I guess
a certain point in society, right? So I feel like, if school was to push people towards, obviously, like learning how to time manage, because that's something huge. Actually, let me rephrase that. I think school pushes you towards learning how to time manage, hopefully learning how to balance stress, and then also understanding the subject at hand.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think it's cool that, like, you know, people are super stressed out. They can't live their life. They're just stuck in this like circle, basically. And I feel like school needs to kind of do better. I think the idea of like free schooling, free tuition would be dope.
Free tuition is really interesting. I also think that like even after you finish school, like some sort of placement program, and I know this comes from like, again, it comes from grinding while you're in school and like meeting people. And obviously by the time you're in like your 4th year, you've met enough teachers that you could probably find someone to like vouch for you to get a job. But a lot of people are just like, they don't know what to do after they finish school. And I think that like some sort of placement program that like the government could set up, like you get like a 90-day, you know what I mean? Like every year there's like a new 90-day contract that goes out to kids or students that want to take that and like work in certain facilities or whatever they are, like, you know, like directed towards like what they were just doing or geared towards what they were just doing in school would be smart. It would just be smart. And also like those lower end jobs that people need to do would be taken care of. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like the lower end of the spectrum where it's like we already want an entry level position. It's like if you just give us like a institution that's giving like entry level positions to us after we finish, then I think it'd be pretty beneficial.
I think, but people also come out of school expecting to make a certain amount of money too, right?
That is the big thing.
And then
you gotta grind.
The thing though, like, cause there's co-op programs that like you can take during school, right?
That's fair, yeah.
But it's like to get that experience needed. But at the same time, if you don't do those programs, let's say, and say you go traveling during the summertime, right? You come back and you say it's your last year of school and you go to apply for jobs, an entry-level job might require you to have 2 years of experience.
Yeah.
Well, like, where are we getting that 2 years of experience from?
Yeah, exactly. To do an entry level.
To do an entry level job. That's not entry level. That's intermediate, I would say.
At the least, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's like it's the way like school is set up where you're grinding nonstop. In the summertime, you want to have free time, but in the summertime, no, I have to go and like take a co-op so that I can benefit from that.
Yeah.
And then leave school and maybe have a chance at getting a job.
Yeah.
Instead of the person who is like, okay, I just grinded school. I need a break. Let me live my life because, you know, work-life balance.
Yeah.
And then you come out of school, and unless you know somebody in somewhere to allow you to be, allow you to just like skip the line, not skip interviews, but like you have a better chance of landing that position.
Yeah.
You're at the back of the line like everybody else.
Yeah.
Just trying to make it.
That's the thing, man. And like, I also think that, what was I going to say? Just had it in my head. I think, there's obviously even our opinions on this. Like, there's probably somebody out there who's just like screaming at the mic right now, just be like, "Oh, you guys don't know this, blah blah blah." It's like, okay, well, the fact that I've been in school for so long and I lack the knowledge, like, has to say something about school. I think like
lack the knowledge to get an entry position.
Well, there might be things that we're saying right now that's angering people that know differently, and it's like the fact that I've been in school for so long and I lack that knowledge that they possess, like, means that like school obviously is not preparing me in the aspects that it needs to. You know what I mean? So it's like even the first year that I actually went to university, I didn't know about the little things that you could do. So like early on, because I was, again, like you have to think about the mindset of people, like especially like I didn't go to school where my parents were, so I was independent. You know what I mean? I was literally a teenager, independent, making all of my own decisions. I got in grade trouble so quickly, for sure. I wasn't serious about school because I wasn't there yet mentally. I wasn't there yet. And if I would have like played the university game where it's like, oh, I know I can do this, and in order to like not let it affect my GPA at all,
Yeah.
I could have done it. And it's like there's like little tips and like little like not secrets, but they're secrets 'cause you have to learn them. So like little tips and tricks that like the school's not gonna necessarily, like, they won't encourage you to know right away. You know what I mean? Like, the other thing is, I think that like class sizes are so large that if you don't legitimately like put yourself in front of your teacher's face, you are just gonna be a number. Like, and this isn't to discourage anyone from going to school. Like, I have school coming up next semester still. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm still gonna finish what I'm doing because I have to. But you have, like, if you're going to school and you're getting ready to go to school, or you're in school already, you gotta just look at little things you could do that benefits you in the future. Like, get to know your teachers is a big thing, I think. Like, having to do that and really try to formulate a good relationship with your teachers is pretty massive. Showing your teachers that you care, I've gathered, is like a pretty important thing with school. Like, you have to show some sort of effort, or show some sort of effort even into the class, or show some sort of effort in the teacher, even if that just looks like, hey, like, I'd love to go over my last test. You know what I mean? That already puts you above like 50% of the people.
Right, because you're actually taking things serious.
Exactly.
I think that's so hard. Like, that's so difficult for people. And I'm talking from like a personal standpoint, because if I was to go to university right after high school, which I didn't, I took a year off, 2 years off. Would I have done that? Right. I don't think when you're in the mindset of like, I have to go to school, not I want to go to school, it makes it a lot different. You're not going to have that drive to be like, hey, if I talk to my teacher, like, I know I can get help. Or even like in high school, like, you could have spoken to your teacher to get help, but like, are you doing that? Nah, not really. Like, I'm trying to have fun with my friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I think just the mentality, the maturity of a person needs to be a lot different. And I think that's like, for instance, for you, that's where you've gotten better at school, where it's like, okay, I'm actually taking this serious. And that's why it's so interesting, because it's like you said, the first 2 years of classes is to weed people out. But it's like, maybe somebody should like take a year off before they decide to like get into school, to gain that maturity to go to school.
Word, how do you feel about the gap year? Like, do you think it's an important thing? Like, just to take a break and then go back in? Or
I mean, I left high school. I had no idea what I wanted to do as a career for the rest of my life. And that's another thing, is like the idea that you have to do something for the rest of your life. But that could be a whole nother podcast. But like, the idea of going to school was very overwhelming for me. I felt a lot of pressure, and I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I didn't feel like I should go to school and just waste money. Like, when I look at things now, at the age that I'm at, and you know, maybe certain people have their careers already going, they're a couple years in it, or they're maybe just finishing school, but they're coming out of school with a degree, and I'm just in school now. I feel like I'm behind the times a little bit.
Word.
You know what I mean? I think like society's standard of like where I should be at my age, is weighing heavy on me right now.
Oh, really? That's too bad.
I think so. Yeah.
That's too bad.
No, it's calm. Like, I feel like I'm managing it okay. But I think that like society's standards really do play a huge role on like how I've felt about school, what I should be doing in life, and where I should be at life at this point in time.
See, I think that's as it's fair for you to feel like that. I think that like the thing that you have to look into, like take into account though, is that one, a lot of people that are in school, like right after high school, are literally just being pushed to be there from their parents. They don't want to be there.
Absolutely.
So a lot of them don't finish. You know what I mean?
True. Or switch halfway.
Exactly. I think that like if you look at your life as soon as you were out of high school and you were to go into university, without actually caring about what you're taking, I don't think that you would have wanted to be there. You wouldn't have done well. So it would have just been a waste of money. So it's like, where you're at in life doesn't mean anything. It's like mentally you're ready to be where you are. And it's like education is for the rest of our lives. Like, learning stuff is going to be forever.
And you can learn at any age.
You can go back at and that's my other issue with post-secondary, is that a lot of people treat it like a second high school. I had to like, after COVID, like I took a year off or whatever and then restarted my program. So it's like I was also in school with a lot of younger people. And to me, I didn't really care, but it was like being in there with all those younger people definitely, it was like that little thing in the back of my mind. I was like, damn, like I'm definitely older than everybody that's in here. You know what I mean? So finishing like is just something I still want to do, but it's just like my mindset is just different. Like I've already lived through a lot of the like little things that they're experiencing for the first time. So like to me, it's not that big a deal, and then I can just continue on with my classes. You know what I mean? So right now, I don't feel like I'm wasting my money. Whereas when I went after I got my diploma and I went to the second institution, like I was like, yeah, I'm not doing shit. Like I don't want to learn. I don't care about learning, all that kind of stuff. Like I was really just having a good time.
Right.
And the grades reflected it. So
yeah, facts. I think I'm happy. I think in terms of like the 1 year break or the break that I took, I think I'm happy about that. I will truly say, like, when I talk to older people who maybe didn't go to university or who did, everybody who's older just always says the same thing. They're always just like, you have time to decide. You have a lot of time to work.
Yeah.
And so it's like, when I went to school for the first two things I went to school for, like the mindset, and this is the mindset I think a lot of people have outside of coming out of high school, is that you're going to take a course or take a program that is going to make you a lot of money.
Yeah.
It may not be something that you like. It's to make money because, like, at least my mindset was, okay, I was 18.
Yeah.
17 at the time. 17. Okay, cool. I could go to school for this, grind out 4 years, come out making 80K, da-da-da-da-da. When like that in hindsight should not be the purpose of why you go to school.
Yeah.
This should not be the purpose of like what you make your identity into for 4 years of your life.
Yeah, because if it's not your passion after 2 years of working in the field, you're gonna like hate yourself.
You're gonna hate it.
Yeah.
And like a lot of people go through that and then they're like, oh, I just did all this school. I have so much debt. Now what do I do?
Yeah.
Instead of me, who's like, all right, I didn't go to school for all these things. Everything that I went to school for, like I can still do because like I know how to do it. It didn't cost me a lot of money, and I don't have any debt.
Yeah.
And it's like now I'm in school for something that's super dope, that is gonna make me a lot of money, and I have a passion for, and I can reflect it in everything that I do, and it can reflect in everything that I do.
Yeah.
So, to me, taking the time to think about what I want to do, who I want to be, and what I want to do for the rest of my life, as a passion, not just a monetary gain, it just made the difference for me, I think.
No,
so
and that's huge.
I think so. I personally, to end off this answer, I think that school is worth it.
Yeah.
You need to, one, know what you want to do.
Yeah. And
two, take your time to figure out what you want to do, and regardless of how much it costs, and regardless of what people say about like, oh, you need a master's to even get into this field, or you need this or that. Like, no, just like take things into your own hands, and the passion behind what you do will definitely show people that, okay, you're serious about this, and I'm willing to give this person a shot over the person that has all the credentials.
Yeah. The one other thing that I forgot I was saying is that like the whole high school aspect is that like even a lot of teachers, because I'm not fresh out of high school, like, you know what I mean, like that's the thing, like I think a lot of teachers don't take into account that like there's people in their course, you know what I mean, that haven't been in high school in years, bro.
Mature students.
Oh yeah, the mature student wave is something that I think that is super underappreciated. Like it's like as a mature student, like speaking on myself for a second, like I definitely like am able to just like if I look at myself when I first got out of high school to like right now, if I was like a student right out of high school, I would not be good in classes. Like I wasn't good in classes, and then now that I am like good in classes, like I feel like my teachers like rely, especially when it's first and second, and obviously they have to do this because there's so many people that do come out of high school, but I feel like they rely on like the knowledge that we were supposed to get in high school and supposed to get in middle school, like, you know what I mean? And
but
like
what knowledge is that?
That's what I'm saying. I was like, y'all were learning then? You guys were learning? You guys were fucking learning?
To be real, yo, like on some real shit.
Yeah.
And this might be because I did contact sports, so don't come at me.
Yeah.
and I might have a multiple concussion, so don't come at me for that too. But like, I genuinely don't remember a lot of things pre grade 10.
Yeah, and that's
like obviously your basic maths and basic sciences, yes.
I can be
but in terms of like, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
But in terms of like humanities, like God, Aztecs.
No. Oh yeah, no.
Like there's certain things when I hear it, I'm like, oh yeah, da 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 da. I can kind of have a conversation about it, but like for me as a kid, I was not a person who was deep diving into his books at that age.
Yeah.
And I didn't gain that maturity until a time later, and learning to actually learn. So I think that's something to be said as well.
No, and I agree with you for sure. I think that like it's definitely just unfortunate. Like students don't even know what their passion is until maybe like a year into university. You know what I mean? You have a lot of people switching their fields and all that kind of stuff, and it's like, okay, cool. So when you switch your passion and all the teachers are talking about the one thing, like for me I always did enjoy science, but like if I didn't and I got to where I was in university and then all my teachers were like, hey, remember all the stuff that I told you in the science courses that you didn't care about back when you were a kid? Like, we're gonna talk to you about them a lot right now.
We're not gonna reteach you, but we're just gonna go off your teachers.
And like I think going through a few different institutions, like the one thing that was really good about the last institution I went to, so not the one I'm at currently, and no rap on them, but the last one I went to is that they did a good job separating that. But like, again, they had like 200 plus kids in the class. Not knowing ages, not knowing anything. I would hear, did you hear this? Did you learn this in high school? Maybe twice a year.
Really?
Which is great. You know what I mean? I felt like I was learning a lot of new information. I felt like they even were teaching the stuff that was old in a new way, which was sick. Like I thought that was like really helpful. And that's where I did regain like the passion for sciences. 100%. I will give them that. But then I go to this new institution, and again, no rap on them, no rap on any of the teachers, but it was like, I hear you guys should learn this in high school probably like 50 times like a week, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot. And it's like, yo, high school was years ago. You can't use that as a crutch, especially when you're trying to teach new people. But anyway, that's how I feel about school.
And then not to like make this any longer, and this will be the last thing I'll say.
Yeah.
Is like, we haven't even touched on the people who were told in high school that they weren't good at school.
Oh my God.
The people who like didn't have amazing grades. The people who like when report cards came out, like you're hiding it.
Yeah.
Like there's like the other aspect of like not going to university or not even wanting to do school is that you just genuinely were not good at school, or not even that you weren't good at school. I want to totally change that.
You weren't encouraged.
You weren't encouraged to be good at school. You weren't supported. To be good at school.
Yeah.
Like if you think that you're stupid, you're not stupid. You just need to learn how to learn.
Yeah.
That's it.
Exactly.
Because for me, I learned how to learn, and now I literally have a 3.7 GPA.
And it's not, and it's not, and
it's not hard.
To learn. Yeah, it's like, you just gotta be able to stay focused, and that's it.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, and I agree. I think that school is super beneficial. I think that like we should encourage school.
I think we should go to school.
I think we should encourage school, but I also think that school has a lot of aspects in it that like need to be restructured or should be restructured. And I would love to hear people's thoughts about that. Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
And yo, Mom, I'm telling people to go to school, okay?
Damn. And on that,
we gonna end this podcast here.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to everybody listening. Shout out to the repeat offenders. Shout out to the new listeners. And I want to say to everybody, we appreciate everybody who tagged us on that post earlier this week.
Kisses for all of you.
Kisses.
Kisses
for
different energy, bro.
My bad.
My bro. You okay? Holy fam. Yeah.
Wow.
Kisses for all of you, though.
Kisses for everybody.
I honestly, truly appreciate that. That means a lot.
Yeah.
That means a lot. There's a lot of comments.
There were.
And even if nothing comes out of it, like that support,
was crazy. And people who like I personally don't even know who support the podcast, and I was like, yo, that's so sick.
Oh man, that's dope.
And then thank you to everybody who is engaging with us on all of our posts and the polls that we post. I hope that y'all are liking the new structure of the podcast, the content that we're coming out with.
And let us know.
Yeah, please.
DM me with some constructive criticism. I'm always open to it.
Yeah.
As long as it's constructive, because, yo, if it's not, like, yo, come on. Stupid, man.
Also, people stop asking me if I have an Invisalign. I don't. My teeth are just perfect. Damn.
Hype
man.
up, Glue.
Yo, it's like, no, that
Hype
was
up.
like, yo, there's like at least 4 people. And I was like, yo, like, come on.
The man can't, you can't even live, eh? No.
I can't just have nice
Can't
teeth.
have a ring on the finger.
I can't have a ring on the ring on the finger. I can't smile. Bro. What do you want from me? Anywho, shout out to everybody. Q Baby, would you like to do your outro?
I would like to do my outro, man. You already know who it is. Oh, shit.
You trying to
my
be
bad,
me? Yo,
my bad.
No, be me, bro. Yeah.
No, my bad.
Go ahead, partner.
Oh, man. Nah, it's your boy Q Baby. I was
Go ahead, partner. Yo, what is up? There's something in the air. There's something in the air, bro.
Hey, it's this is Q Baby. This is Q to the BABY. I just want to tell everybody a couple things. Number one, I do really appreciate everybody for putting our names down on that page. That does mean a lot. And again, even if nothing comes out of that, and even if we ask you guys to do that again, like this, just the support is crazy. We recently saw, even like on I was looking today, and like on one of our videos on YouTube, it just hit like 350 views.
That's
and
crazy.
Like, to us, that's insane, bro. Like, we have like 500 followers on the Instagram, so it's like for 350 views, it might not be all of you, and no sweat.
Yeah, absolutely.
But like it's that sort of support just means a lot. So we appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, this is Q Baby telling you 3 things, man. Number 1, stay healthy, because COVID is still out there. It is still lurking. Hopefully none of y'all get it. Number 2, stay safe, because there's people actually lurking. You know what I mean? Stay away from them. And number 3, for the love of God, I can't stress this enough. Stay out of the streets, bro. And if you were in the streets, just keep away from me still.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Don't
touch me.
Don't
I don't want none of that.
I'm taking.
I'm
I'm joking. Kind of.
Go on, no.
Yo, I just want to say, we posted this poll, and the amount of people saying no, you don't need school, I'm gonna need some answers.
Yeah.
Because this
is crazy. Put some results right here.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, we'll put some results up there.
Nice.
But yeah, the majority of people are saying no, and it's interesting to hear that, because I feel like we all need school. Even though experience is key, we still all need like a little foundation.
Yeah, get some foundation, bro.
Yeah,
even if it's just a certificate.
Yeah, if it's a certificate,
do a
if it's a
diplomas, anything.
Do whatever, man.
Get something that if your personality isn't hitting, which I know that's none of y'all because you listen to this podcast, so I know you're all sick. But like, if it's not hitting, then you gotta have something that could beat you over somebody else. You know what I mean?
You have a piece of paper to say, "Hey, yo, I did this. I know how to do what I'm telling
smart.
you. I know how to do.
I'm smart.
Here's my portfolio. Here's my credentials.
Facts.
Here's my personality.
Facts.
Take it and take me with it."
Hell yeah, damn son,
Yeah.
you're spitting.
You see that type of confidence?
Whoa.
Go into your job interview with that.
Who's that?
You feel me?
A lie?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh yeah.
don't come talk to me, bro. Yo, I'm not gonna get this job. I'm gonna get this job. Well, I'm yelling. My bad.
All right.
Yeah, thank you.
Sign off.
Anyway, yes. Yo, shout out to everybody. Thank you again for supporting us. Thank you again for listening to us. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to tell a friend, because it doesn't hurt.
Click a bell too.
Click a bell too, fam. And we will see you in the next podcast episode. Peace.
Later.
And stay humble, man. But kind of confident, same
After
way.
that?
Yeah, confident, same way. Confident, not cocky.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.